Without struggle, there is no progress. Continue to struggle and we will see change. Mumia Abu Jamal, 2010. Mumia Abu Jamal, writer, former Black Panther, award-winning radio journalist, and political prisoner, is still held in prison. He has been unjustly imprisoned in the United States of America for nearly 40 years, targeted because of his political activism. A court judgment is awaited on 19th of October 2022 with a decision as to whether or not a new hearing will be permitted to examine long-hidden evidence on the case. This is a critical time. Never has Mumia's situation been more precarious, his life more at risk, or his imprisonment more dangerous than it is now. He was sentenced to death for a crime he did not commit. Only 30 years later was the sentence finally changed to life imprisonment without parole in 2011, following a vigorous and widespread international campaign. Now he is facing another type of death sentence, having had numerous health problems, including COVID and heart disease. His health is failing. Denied adequate medical care and treatment during his imprisonment, and particularly after contracting hepatitis C in 2016, Mumia's health has suffered in recent years. Like many elders, African American prisoners in particular, he is at high risk. Release Mumia now. Mumia's arrest and conviction. Targeted because of his political activism, Mumia has been in prison since 1982. That is 40 years. 30 of those held on death row in solitary confinement. Mumia was falsely accused of the murder of Philadelphia police officer Daniel Faulkner, December 9th, 1981. He was convicted by the racist justice system. This mass miscarriage of justice has been documented. We know from witness reports that police officer Faulkner was already shot and down before Mumia arrived on the scene. One of the witnesses, Cynthia White, lied because she was threatened by the police, as did two other witnesses. Ballistics evidence has falsified and other evidence withheld. It is amazing Mumia survived his arrest. He was shot in the chest by a uniformed police officer. The bullet went through his lungs and lodged near his liver. Mumia was severely beaten in the back of the police van, and when he arrived into the hospital, the police beat him again. Like many Black Panthers, Mumia Abu Jamal was targeted by the FBI. They wanted to neutralize him and even worse, assassinate him. In a flawed trial where Black jurors were excluded, witnesses paid off, and the judge, a known racist, Mumia was convicted and sentenced to death. But he has not been silenced. From his prison cell, Mumia continues to highlight the plight of the marginalized and speaks out against racism, oppression, and injustice wherever struggle is waged. Mumia uses prison radio to broadcast regular messages of solidarity and political analysis on www.prisonradio.org. Appeal delayed. In October 2018, Mumia was granted the chance of a new appeal after his lawyers showed there had been a clear bias against him, and the judge who heard his initial appeal had some involvement with the case as a district attorney. Philadelphia prosecutors are fighting the order for a new hearing, claiming that the ruling was so broad it could undo countless other cases. Mumia's case, among many others, clearly show why we have no confidence in the capitalist justice system. In the US, 4,000 prisoners remain on death row, with Africans and Latinos making up more than 50%. The US, with a prison population of 2.5 million and growing, has the highest per capita prison population in the world, of which the majority come from Black and other communities that make up the poorest and the most oppressed. In Britain, the situation is similar. Britain has the highest rate of imprisonment in Western Europe. In England and Wales, 5 times more Black people than white people per head of population are imprisoned. Current campaign. In 2021, we held an international event with long-time supporters of Mumia from Europe and USA, as well as UK speaking, together with representatives of other campaigns to free prisoners of imperialism. The event to build unity among those fighting for justice. Following on, a well-argued case has been made to appeal to the United States President and Vice President. So far, there has been no response from federal authorities. We continue to reach out to make more noise and win more support for Mumia. In this coming December, we will be holding another international event to celebrate the intellectual leadership Mumia gives to the revolutionary movement as a philosopher, writer, and broadcaster. The campaign has always acknowledged the importance of international action and common cause with those fighting to free all political prisoners of imperialism. Release Mumia now. Release all elders from the dangerous incarceration. Free all political prisoners in solidarity.